Well, it's about time I get back into this. So, as I said before, next up, Flame Mammoth. You know, I like that, like, yeah, sort of attitude. But I like him even better in a Maverick Hunter X. He just kind of like, I can't even describe it. It's just so awkward. He looks like he's just kind of like praising the sun or something. Well, you're about to notice down here, alright, is, aside from these factory lines right here, this floor that I'm standing on, it's, distinctly not killing me. If you enter Flame Mammoth stage first, or at least before you beat Chill Penguin, this floor will be entirely made of lava, and there'll be some lava pillars that destroy some of the platforms later on. Not to mention, this part here will be, not snowy, so that's very important that you know the not snowy part. So what I'm gonna do is, can't really turn back time. I could just use a password to say I didn't beat Chill Penguin to make the stage a bit more difficult, but I'm gonna act as if I didn't beat Chill Penguin, and I'm just gonna pretend. You can also go on top of the ceiling like this. Kind of cool. I doubt that was intentional though. So yeah, we're literally pretending the floor is lava. Now here you can get a little extra health for your troubles. That respawns, by the way. I should also mention that all the health power-ups in this game, if they're like in the stage naturally, including lives and all that stuff, they respawn. Every time you die. I think that's a little more forgiving. It's kind of like Mega Man 1. Mega Man X1, although even all the other X games have that same property. And I'm okay with that, you know? So, you might see these cracks in the floor here, and here, and here. These are where these lava pillars come up and destroy the floor if you haven't beaten, Chill Penguin yet. So basically, this whole stage is just me describing something way cooler that would happen had I not done something before. I'm like, yeah, this was really cool, but it's like describing to you a party that you missed. It's like, oh, it was so cool, you had to have been there. And then just kind of go on and on about how great the party was, and you're like, god damn it, I could have just been there. So yeah, this part would have been destroyed, but right here, there's a little bit of space. Right up here, we're gonna put the helmet upgrade to good use, as well as the dash boots. I'm pretty sure this jump's impossible without. If someone is willing to show me that it isn't possible, or that it is possible without the dash boots, that'd be amazing. So what you need to do, you need to basically dash jump towards these blocks. You'll notice that I sort of fell down on one of these blocks like I'm about to wall jump. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you don't slide down the wall. But as I've said before, if you're a certain amount of distance away from a jumpable wall, then the game sort of just lets you wall jump anyway. So even if you're not exactly quite there... Ugh. Aw, man. Alright, so what's annoying about this is I'm pretty sure that if you fail like this, and, you know, like the blocks are a little much higher up, there's no way to finish this. I can't get the power up without restarting the level. I was considering to myself, you know what, I'm going to restart if I fuck up, but I'm gonna be a man about this. I'm not gonna restart. You know what? I'm gonna show off my failure. Maybe I'll get it right before the video ends or something. I don't know if I should consider it part of the revisits or anything, because like I kind of need that power up to show off a few things. Right here, I'll point out again. Here's another cracked floor. This is where a fire pillar would come out. If you have enough health and if you're fast enough, and probably with the dash boots, what you should do at this point is take damage from either like one of these guys' picks or the lava pillar itself, because it doesn't do quite as much damage as the lava itself. And by the way, the lava isn't an instant death. but it does do a lot of damage. So, you know, either way, it's your best bet not to get hit by the lava. What you should do is, once this floor breaks, you'd run under here and just barely have time to get this health power up. But, you know, like now there's no danger of getting it. At that point, you'd probably be dead, because then the lava would just kill you. But yeah, let's just pretend that I daringly escaped that, like a badass. I don't know. Again, very much describing the stage of how cool it would be if I had done things in a different order. So while I'm here, oh yeah, by the way, I have a couple things I need to explain. I was about to go off on a tangent, but I should mention that the dash boots, specifically if you have the dash boots and not just wall jumping normally, the same blocks you can break with your helmet, you can also break by wall jumping off the side of them. Yeah, I got the small one down there. And right here, I caught this thing in Storm Eagle's stage. That E something. It's called a sub-tank. I put it in the description of the Storm Eagle episode because, like, I'm like, okay, at risk if I forget to talk about it. Luckily, I didn't forget to talk about it. It's a power-up. It's basically like an E-tank in the original Mega Man games. As you can see here, it's a little charged up, and the way you charge it up, it starts off empty, so you can't even use it, but you charge it up by collecting health power-ups when you're at full health. So I guess it's like, okay, well there's nowhere else to put these health power-ups, I'm gonna put it into your sub-tanks. And slowly the sub-tanks get filled. There are some great ways to fill it up, some like good placements of enemies that make it a lot easier and quicker to fill up the sub-tanks. But I'm not really gonna need them. I tend to, you know, try to complete these playthroughs without using them. At least of the games that I will know. I think I'm not really gonna restrict myself when it comes to the potentially blind playthroughs I might have of X5 to X8. But anyway, yeah, then you can use them. I don't think it's exactly a full health upgrade, like, it doesn't, like, refill your health fully. But it's very close. Yeah, these guys. I feel like this stage just really only gets challenging a little in the middle, and then by the time it gets here, you're already at the end of the stage. So while I'm here, let's talk about Flame Mammoth. He joined because he's a big bully, and he likes bullying smaller things. That's his personality. He actually has this rivalry against Chill Penguin because, like, Chill Penguin's so tiny. He's like this big guy that likes to parade around and praise the sun, or whatever Maverick Hunter X was trying to do. You might notice, really what you might not notice is me having a bit of a heart attack every time he roars. You'll see, you saw him roar a second ago. I'll wait till he does it again. What that does is, yeah, there, it reverses the direction of the conveyor belt. Why you think it's such a big deal? It's not, but in the hard hack that I mentioned, it actually turns some of the floor into lava and reverses which floor is lava and which is floor. And that's really shitty. So every time he does that, I freak out a little bit, because it's just my memory, remembering all the Vietnam flashbacks of that. Other than that, though, there's really not much to say about him. He's actually a pretty pathetic boss. Like, he hit me once. He jumps around. He's not really a threat. I'm just gonna play around with him a bit. Let's see, how am I gonna get that extra power up? I think I'm just gonna, right after I beat him, I'm just gonna enter a stage so I can get it again. So you can see my failure. If I fail again, then I'm gonna be mad. Be a little mad. But, yeah, other than that, I could have gotten him with the weakness, and there is something funny I can do with another weapon that I don't have. Maybe I'll show that off later. But with that, that's another stage down. Another instance of me rambling. And we get the heat wave. Fire Wave. Which one is it? Fire Wave, yeah. Heat Wave is definitely not the word. It's, you can hold it out continuously as you're, just sort of moving around your weapon back and forth, and it'll do constant damage to things. And that's what makes it so cool. I'm gonna re-enter the stage, because I'm dumb. And I very much do not enjoy missing things in this game. I've also been, like, debating with myself what items I think I should be getting for the playthroughs and which items I shouldn't be. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I should get all items that aren't permanently missable, which in this game there aren't any, but in X2 and X3 there definitely are some permanently missable items. That, you know, that you need to basically require restarting a playthrough or putting in a password to have a chance at getting again, fortunately. But in this game, there aren't any such items, so I'm going to be getting 100%. And any of the extra stuff I'll be showing off in a extra video in those games. Come on, man. I'm mad. What's really annoying about this is none of your weapons really allow you to gain any height. Well, they do, but only after you get this power-up. And technically, if you want to be perfectly honest, the power-up itself isn't necessary, there we go, to get 100% in the game. I'm gonna be risking to break these 2 blocks. Yeah, alright, sweet. This power-up is not necessarily to get 100% in the game, because there is another way of getting this, and it's kind of unavoidable. But unlike Chill Penguin's leg upgrade, you can't input a password to get past it, which in Chill Penguins, it's, you know, it's not considered something that you can, like, you're not supposed to be able to avoid it, but if you use a password and don't include the leg upgrade as part of it, with like a password generator or something, you can fully well just continue the game without the leg upgrade. But this thing, once you get it the other way in the game, it's unavoidable. You absolutely have to get this in some capacity. And I'll explain more why that is later. This capsule contains a part which can increase the oh my god, I'm fumbling the words so much. This upgrade contains a part which will increase the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. That's kind of vague info. Fire all types of weapons? Doesn't really make it clear what it means. But we do get decked out in these nice silver arm parts. We now get the pink charge. So there's blue, yellow, and pink. Pink is kind of amazing. It essentially rips through anything. Every single individual, like, part of the shot here, you see, like, all those multiple swirly objects? Every single one of those counts as its own type of shot, I think. I don't think every, like, circle, but, like, every front circle or something? I don't know. Like, it's like there's, like, 3 or 4 trails of those, so I don't really know. It's sort of awkward, because, like, sometimes the damage it does isn't consistent, and it seems like you get the most amount of damage if you stand right in front of the enemy and fire. More on that later. But most importantly, this upgrade allows us to fire charged versions of all of our special weapons, which is definitely something interesting and unique to this series, until we get to, like, Mega Man 11, where, like, every special weapon had, like, a supercharged version with, like, the power gear. And I guess, like, something like the Atomic Fire and certain weapons were able to be charged in the classic series, but not to the degree where, like, every weapon is chargeable. Case in point, if I stand under this guy and use the tornado, Storm Tornado, that's powerful as hell. Let's see, the Shotgun Ice right here, if you charge it up, you can make a little chill penguin platform, and you could have gotten up here much easier if you were able to do that without having to get the upgrade first. The fire wave, by the way, let me just show it off a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Look how easy it is. Like, normally these guys take like 4 hits. Ooh, that takes an obnoxious amount of time, right? Like, I mean, not really though. But, fire wave, just do that for like a second and they're dead. But if you hold the fire button here, it's kind of annoying because like you have to be using some of the fire wave as you're holding the button because that's how you operate the special weapon. Release it and it creates this actual fire wave on the floor. That's really awesome, and again, it's very powerful. So with that, that's all I have to say about Flame Mammoth stage. Pretty dumb boss, actually. Like, honestly, the boss itself was ridiculously stupid. But, as a whole, the stage is alright. The upgrade is probably the most interesting thing worth talking about. And with that, now we can charge our special weapons, which is awesome. So, let's go exit the stage, which, by the way, you have to have beaten the stage in order to exit it properly. And with that, let's see. Well, we could get the thing back in Chill Penguin, but I'll save the revisits to another time, or like near the end of the playthrough. Let's see. We could go to... Yeah, you know what? We'll go to Spark Mandrill next, since we do have the weakness for it, and in terms of weakness orders, I'll just do that. So yeah, we'll do that next. So yeah.